Good evening. This is All India Radio and I am Valsa Williams with the news at 9. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to hold talks with Iranian President Hassan Rouhani and top leaders of Cyprus and Greece in New York tonight. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman asserts that liquidity is not an issue for banks. President Ram Nath Kovind says science and technology should help society and accelerate development. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval calls upon paramilitary forces, police and civil administration in Jammu and Kashmir to win hearts of the people. Election Commission informs Supreme Court that by-post to 15 assembly seats in Karnataka will be deferred. In women's cricket, second match of the T20 series between India and South Africa abandoned due to rain in Surat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is meeting Iranian President Hassan Rouhani in New York tonight. The two leaders are expected to discuss bilateral, regional and global issues. The meeting assumes importance as it is taking place on the sidelines of the 74th United Nations General Assembly session. Later, the Prime Minister will also be meeting his counterparts from Cyprus and Greece. Let us now go live to New York to our special correspondent Atul Tiwari for the details. Atul, what are the Prime Minister's major engagements in New York today?
Yeah, Walter. Prime Minister's first engagement in New York here is quite significant. His meeting with Iran's President Hassan Rouhani comes at a time when India has curbed imports of Iranian oil due to global economic sanctions over its nuclear program. Saudi Arabia has alleged that drone attacks on its oil wells were carried out by militants supported by Tehran, and US has upped its ante against Iran over its nuclear program. Well, in this context, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's meeting with Iran's President Hassan Rouhani has created a lot of buzz here in diplomatic circles. Later today, Prime Ministers will be meeting his counterparts from Greece and Cyprus. Walter?
Right, Atul. So what are the expectations from the PM's address at the United Nations General Assembly tomorrow?
Yes, Walter. The Prime Minister will be addressing 74th session of UN General Assembly tomorrow. There are a lot of expectations as to what will be the key messages. According to experts, the emphasis may be on a concerted global approach to eliminate terrorism, tackling the issues related to climate changes, development cooperation among member nations, expansion of technology for problem solving, and sharing the ideals of Mahatma Gandhi as we celebrate 150th birth anniversary. Yes, Walter?
Right. Thank you, Atul, for that detailed update. Earlier, Mr. Modi held interactions with the Prime Ministers of Belgium, New Zealand, Armenia and Estonia. These high-level meetings are a part of India's move to create a common ground on global issues. Meanwhile, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar is holding a series of meetings with the foreign envoys in New York. He met Quad ministers and then held bilateral talks with his Brazilian counterpart. His another important meeting tonight is with the BRICS foreign ministers on the sidelines of the UNGA session. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman today said there is no issue of liquidity in private sector banks and financial institutions. She said, in fact, there is more liquidity reaching them.
Particularly for the small finance banks, it seemed as though they are going on a smooth path. They've not had a friction or a blip in the last 1 year. So the issue is, if more money reaches the rural pockets, there's more demand and they can service.
Ms. Sitharaman was addressing media in New Delhi this evening after meeting private sector banks and microfinancial institutions. She said many of the microfinance units, which are in absolutely densely populated rural areas, said in the meeting that there is still demand and they are extending loans. She said these microfinance units are witnessing positive growth, which is encouraging. The minister said loans for affordable housing scheme have taken off well and bankers have demanded to raise the limit to 50 lakh rupees from the current 45 lakh rupees. She quoted private bankers as telling her that slump in commercial vehicle sales is cyclical and sentiments are driving lower passenger vehicle sales. Finance Secretary Rajiv Kumar said private sector banks will join the outreach program in 400 districts for potential lending. He said the first round of bank outreach program in 250 districts will be held from the 3rd to the 7th of October. President Ram Nath Kovind today said India is committed to achieving sustainable development goals, and science and technology is one of the key levers to attain national goals. He said science and technology should help society and accelerate development.
The true test of scientific research lies in its ability to help our society accelerate socio-economic development in various areas of human life such as health and hygiene, sanitation, education and agriculture.
Mr. Kovind said this while giving away CSIR Young Scientist Awards and CSIR Innovation Awards for school children on the occasion of CSIR Foundation Day. Mr. Kovind said India is blessed with a youthful population that should be motivated to adopt science and innovations. He added that initiatives such as Skill India and Startup India are aimed at realizing the entrepreneurial power of India. The President stated that none of the country's achievements will have any meaning without equal opportunities for girl children. Indian Space Research Organisation Chairman K. Shivan has said they are working hard on Gaganyaan, the manned mission to the space. Talking to media at Ahmedabad Airport today, he said that as per the Prime Minister's announcement, they have to achieve this success by 2022. Gaganyaan mission, scheduled to be launched in 2022, aims to send 3 astronauts to space and bring them back safely. Mr. Shivan said ISRO is also working on future moon mission after Vikram lander of Chandrayaan-2 had a hard landing.
The orbiter is doing very well and all satellite operations payload operations are commenced and it is extremely doing well. And lander, that is that we have got no signal, but orbiter is working very well. National level committee is now analyzing what really gone wrong with the lander. Maybe after the committee submitted the report, then we will be working on what is the future plan.
This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts and visit our website www.newsonair.com and News on AIR app.
आज हम मिलेंगे इस गांव की पहली लड़की से जिसने मेडिकल एग्जाम क्लियर करके अपने परिवार का ही नहीं बल्कि पूरे गांव का नाम रोशन किया है। बधाई हो सपना।
थैंक यू।
तैयारी तो सब करते हैं, लेकिन आपने ऐसी क्या खास तैयारी की?
खास तैयारी तो बाबा ने की।
बाबा ने?
4 साल पहले बाबा ने घर पे इज्जत घर बनवाया, तब से बाहर नहीं जाना पड़ा और मैं स्वस्थ और सुरक्षित रह पाई और चैन से पढ़ाई कर पाई। इसी से मेरी तैयारी की शुरुआत हुई।
इज्जत घर के इस्तेमाल से सपना की तरह कई और जिंदगियां बदल रही हैं। इसलिए इज्जत घर का इस्तेमाल करते रहिए, हर कोई, हर रोज, हमेशा।
पेयजल एवं स्वच्छता विभाग, जल शक्ति मंत्रालय, भारत सरकार द्वारा जनहित में जारी।
National Security Advisor Ajit Doval has called upon the paramilitary forces, police and civil administration in Kashmir Valley to win hearts and minds of the people and immediately respond to emergencies and any issues raised by the people. Chairing a high-level meeting in Srinagar today, Mr. Doval gave clear instructions to the security forces and administration that in view of the reports that Pak-sponsored terror outfits may carry out some demonstrative and sensational acts of terror, the security of vital installations must be ensured and all arrangements regarding strict vigilance and keeping the troops on alert be made a priority. Mr. Doval, who was on the second visit of the Kashmir Valley after the 5th of August, was apprised that Pak-sponsored terrorist outfits were indulging in various atrocities on people, killing shopkeepers, threatening and intimidating fruit growers. He directed all the concerned departments and agencies to take strict action against such elements and facilitate the common masses as much as possible.
बेटा, कहाँ चले?
मैं चला पार्क। वहाँ होंगे कॉलोनी के सारे बच्चे। हम सब मिलकर चलाएंगे स्वच्छता का अभियान। प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा है
हम 2 अक्टूबर से पहले लगभग 2 सप्ताह तक देश भर में स्वच्छता ही सेवा अभियान चलाते हैं। इस बार यह 11 सितंबर से शुरू होगा। इस दौरान हम अपने अपने घरों से बाहर निकलकर श्रमदान के जरिए महात्मा गांधी को कार्यांजलि देंगे, पूरे देश में प्लास्टिक के खिलाफ एक नए जन आंदोलन की नींव रखेंगे।
स्वच्छता का ये अभियान चलाना है और सिंगल यूज प्लास्टिक को हटाना है।
Welcome back. You are listening to the news at 9. The centre has sent a team of 2 joint secretary-level officers to Maharashtra to talk to farmers, traders and transporters to assess availability of onions and to persuade them to bring more onions to the market. In a tweet, Food and Consumer Affairs Minister Ram Vilas Paswan said the National Agricultural Cooperative Marketing Federation of India has sent 10 trucks of onions to Haryana yesterday and another 5 trucks are being sent as per their demand. He said the Delhi government has also demanded 4 trucks of onions from Saturday onwards, which is being made available to them. The Election Commission today told the Supreme Court that it would defer the upcoming by-polls to 15 assembly constituencies in Karnataka. The statement by EC's counsel came after a 3-judge bench headed by Justice N.V. Ramana said it would decide on the batch of petitions filed by 17 disqualified MLAs of Karnataka. They have challenged the order of former Speaker K.R. Ramesh Kumar, disqualifying them from the House. After the bench, also comprising Justices Sanjeev Khanna and Krishna Murari, said that it would hear the matter completely and decide it, Senior Advocate Rakesh Dwivedi, appearing for the poll panel, said he will ask the Commission to defer the by-polls for some time. When the bench asked him as to whether his statement should be recorded in the order, the senior lawyer said he will do it. The lawyers, appearing for the disqualified MLAs, Congress leader Siddaramaiah and other respondents, said they have no objection if the by-polls are deferred. The top court said it will continue with the hearing in the case on October the 22nd. More from our correspondent.
The decision to postpone by-election in Karnataka has brought relief not only to the disqualified 15 MLAs but also to the BJP government in the state. This is because the by-election results would have decided the fate of the government, which is holding on to power with a slender majority in the Legislative Assembly. Both Congress and JDS have taken it as a challenge to defeat the rebels whose resignations as MLAs led to the downfall of their coalition government in the state. After the government fell, both Congress and JDS have broken their poll alliance and have decided to fight the by-polls separately. Sudhindra, AIR News, Bengaluru.
The Election Commission today announced by-polls for 1 Rajya Sabha seat each from the state of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. The polling for the 2 seats will be held on the 16th of next month. The by-polls were necessitated following the death of senior BJP leader and former Union Minister Arun Jaitley and RJD MP and senior advocate Ram Jethmalani. BJP President Amit Shah today held a meeting with the party's Maharashtra core group and discussed strategy for the upcoming state assembly elections. The meeting, which took place at the party headquarters in New Delhi, was attended by party working President J.P. Nadda, Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis, Union Minister Nitin Gadkari, Maharashtra BJP Chief Chandrakant Patil and others. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people in the country and abroad in his Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio on Sunday at 11 a.m. It will be the 57th episode of Mann Ki Baat. The program will be broadcast on the entire network of AIR and Doordarshan and also on AIR News website, www.newsonair.nic.in and News on AIR mobile app. In women's cricket, the second game of the T20 series between India and South Africa was abandoned due to rain. The match was scheduled to be played at the Lalabhai Contractor Stadium in Surat today. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to hold talks with Iranian President Hassan Rouhani and top leaders of Cyprus and Greece in New York tonight. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman asserts that liquidity is not an issue for banks. President Ram Nath Kovind says science and technology should help society and accelerate development. National Security Advisor Ajit Doval calls upon paramilitary forces, police and civil administration in Jammu and Kashmir to win hearts of the people. Election Commission informs Supreme Court that by-polls to 15 assembly seats in Karnataka will be deferred, and in women's cricket, second match of T20 series between India and South Africa abandoned due to rain in Surat. And that is all in the news at 9. Good night.